Uganda's politics. Do you believe Dr. Lawrence Muganga was rejected by the Parliamentary Appointments Committee because he's a Munyarwanda?
Actually, let me tell you, the Appointments Committee was ready to vote him in. He was let down by Honorable Tayebwa. This is how it started. The moment he enters the Appointments Committee, he introduced himself. They asked him a number of questions and he passed them. I understand one MP called Shaka of Entebbe moved a motion of voting. As they were going to vote, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, I call him Mr. Tayebwa, I no longer call him Right Honorable, because he no longer stands that test to me. He pulled out a file, asking him, are you a Rwandan? He said, no, I've never been a Rwandan. Sorry, I've ever been a Rwandan, but I denounced the citizenship of Rwanda. And he told him, and Mr. Tayebwa continued asking him questions. Have you ever lived in Rwanda? Yes. Have you ever traveled to Canada using a Rwandan passport? Yes. Then Muganga tried to explain to Tayebwa. He was not given an opportunity. Tayebwa could continuously tell him, you are going to be given an opportunity to answer back. He was not given that opportunity. He was told to step aside. The voting took place. So all members did not vote in for Muganga, thinking that Muganga lied to them. You know what I mean? Because he told them, I was holding two citizenships, one of Canada and one of Uganda. Before I entered this Appointments Committee, he had denounced the citizenship of Canada. So meaning he entered that Appointments Committee having one citizenship of Uganda. But successfully, Mr. Tayebwa convinced MPs that Muganga is a Rwandan citizen. Muganga is not a Rwandan citizen. Shortly after his graduation from Makerere, there were no jobs in Uganda. He went to Rwanda for JO. Those days, anyone that would go to Rwanda, it was easy for anyone to secure a Rwandan national ID or a passport. He secures a passport and national ID. After, he was awarded a scholarship to go to Canada to do his PhD. Reaching Canada in 2012, he started the process of acquiring citizenship of Canada. After acquiring the citizenship of Canada, he renounced the citizenship of Rwanda. So from 2014 to 2020 to 2023, he was using a Canadian passport till when he was issued a passport of Uganda. So in the mind of all MPs, they rejected Muganga thinking he was a Rwandan citizen. Muganga is not a Rwandan citizen. Muganga, he's a Ugandan. He was born in Uganda in Mukono year, schooled in Uganda. His life started in Uganda and it will end in Uganda.
Let's speak a little bit about the Patriotic League of Uganda, PLU. You were one of the founding members.
Yes.
And now you've been replaced.
Yes.
This week there was been a handover.
Yes.
Did that feel like, that replacement, did it feel like a knife in your back from people you called brothers?
Yeah, first of all, we never started PLU. We started from units. Many Ugandans don't know that. There were over 7 units. I belonged to Team Simba. There was Team Chairman. There was Revolutionary Guards. There was Avengers. Then I remember one day around 22, Balaam attended the last funeral rites of my father in Masaka. He found there many people putting on MK t-shirts and said, Frank, we cannot operate these micro organizations. Let's form one unit. Then we formed MK Army. After forming MK Army, there was MK Army, there was Team Chairman, there was Avengers, Revolutionary Guards, and other groups. In his wisdom, General MK said, we cannot operate these many organizations. Let's form one unit. Then he formed MK Movement. After operating for like a year, he said, you know what? When you say MK, everyone thinks that this organization belongs to me. Can't we have an organization that covers all Ugandans? That's when the idea of PLU came in. You get it? Many Ugandans, of course, know PLU. They don't know where we started from. I can tell you, if there is anyone who worked 24 hours in the formation of this MK brand, and there's only one person that can beat me. That was Baram Barugahara. The second one was me. So in 2023, in his wisdom, General MK appointed me to be his national vice chairperson in charge of Central Region. In his wisdom, he never consulted me when he was appointing me. So when he appointed a person to replace me, it's normal business. it's normal business. But what I can know, or what I can tell Ugandans, that, you know, we are even given numbers. I'm number 10 in peer review. As we speak now, I don't hold any portfolio in peer review, but I'm still a member.
You've publicly said you feel restricted
Yes.
to speak out, even inside PLU.
It's like a government. When you become a minister, you are restricted. When you become a judge, you cannot hang out with everyone. You know, when you work for an institution like NBS here, there are terms and conditions. There are things you can't do. For example, when PLU, I remember we've had SEC meetings. If SEC adopts a resolution, whether you like it or not, you must go by that resolution. That's what I meant.
General MK Hosken has said that he's going to summon you over your old statements. I think referring to a video where you said that should the discrimination against Banyarwanda continue, might breed an M23 problem in Uganda.
First of all, that's an old video. In 2023, I was invited to a conference. It was organized by the Equal Opportunities Commission. It's about the rights of the ethnic groups in Uganda. Then, those injustices of denying Ugandans national IDs and passports were still on. I made those statements in 2023, that the injustices I see in Uganda, if they don't stop, trust me, you're going to see M23 in Uganda. But I've just told you that the national IDs and passports, the experiences our people were going through is done now. It was solved by President Museveni. I wrote to General MK, clarifying to him that, sir, that video circulating on the social media is a video of 2023. And he told me, we are going to have a meeting one-on-one. We haven't had one. You get it? If he gives me an opportunity, I will explain him further. Actually, there are even more videos coming out now. Statements I made in 2020. If there is a scenario that you can bundle with what's happening, they bring a video of 2020 or 2021. So that video is an old video. You get it? Because they were saying, Gashumba has assured Ugandans that if Muganga is not sworn in, you are going to see M23. They doctored that video. You get it? And you know, with the AI now, you can do anything with a video. It's an old video, it's not a current video.
Let's take it back to the context of 2023 when there was still discrimination against the Banyarwanda. What were you trying to mean here? Is it that the M23 you were using as a threat?
Yeah, let me tell you. If all doors are closed, what do you expect Ugandans to do? Look at a young boy, born and raised in Nakasongola or in Masaka. You have rendered him stateless. What do you expect him to do? To fight for his rights. That's what President Museveni and group did in 1980. Canary, if someone denies you a national ID, he has economically crippled you. Without a national ID, you can't buy a car and transfer it into your name. Without a national ID, you can't buy land and transfer it into your name. Without a national ID, you can't be even admitted in Makerere University. So those matters were very, very serious. Luckily enough, Yoweri Museveni, who is always ahead of everyone, realized. That's when he came in with the executive order, guiding officials of Ministry of Internal Affairs on what to do. Let me tell you what they would do. When a Muganda goes to apply for a national ID, for example, they will tell you, Tambula ngo Muganda. Basically, tell us your client where you hail from. After telling them your history, they would ask you which schools you went through. Let's say Mengo Primary School, O-Level, Makerere High, A-Level, SMAC. They will tell you, go to Chamboga and pick your passport. When Gashumba goes to apply for a passport, the questionnaire changes. Gashumba must prove with documents that his grandparents were in Uganda before 1926. Nobody in Uganda has such a documents. That's why we said, no. We must expose these injustices. Actually, before meeting the president of Uganda, we had thought of going to the Constitutional Court so that the Constitutional Court pronounces itself. We were stopped that you don't need to go to the Constitutional Court. This is purely administrative, and it was fixed. Again, I will tell you this. If all doors are closed, what do you expect Ugandans to do? They must stand up and fight for their rights. Nobody in Uganda has the right to determine who is a Ugandan and who is not a Ugandan. Because we all